Right, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to break down how you can source like 5,000 plus qualified leads for your cold email campaign in about an hour or two, and it's all automated. So how it starts is you want to just start with Apollo. So Apollo on its own can have a lot of unqualified leads. So the goal here is to just scrape as many Apollo leads as possible and put them into Clay, so that we can then run a prompt that qualifies each row to essentially only make sure that your cold email leads are actually very high intent leads that you actually want to reach out to. So you're not sending 100 emails a day and getting no appointments. So this is going to help you get 2 to 3% appointment booking rates instead of having to send, thousands of emails a day to you just book a few calls. So how it starts is, you want to start with Apollo. So this new AI filter is actually fantastic. So whatever niche you're in, I've already set this up for myself. What you want to do is you just want to come into here, run a custom AI prompt, and then all you want to do is put in as much information into the AI as possible. So type of industry you're working with, employee count, how much revenue they're making, location, any other industry keywords that you might, so market segment side of like, B2B, commerce, D2C, software companies. And then, you've got all the, because I'm targeting agencies, there's all, like I've got this list of 39, 40 keywords. AI automation, NA10 automations, Zapier automation, the agencies, email marketing, Klaviyo, Shopify, CRO, GDM marketing agencies, all the sub niche industries in, YouTube marketing. So all the different sub niches, I create a huge prompt to, in this actual prompt here. So you can do this for any niche, and then Apollo will automatically give you results. So what it did for me is it gave me 21 leads. Now I know 21k leads, so I know a lot of these are going to be terrible though. So what I do is I found a way to scrape all of these leads out without wasting, Apollo credits, having to spend a ton. All you do is you actually download something called an Appify web scraper, which if you go to Appify, just get an account. What you want to do is you want to search Apollo scraper, and it's scrape up to 50k leads, and it's I think it's around $1, $1 or so per 1,000 leads. So you want to sign up to the lowest plan, the starter plan. And what you want to do is just run this actor on the Apollo list that we've just got. So what you do is you copy and paste this search here. And then all you do is, well, actually I can show you guys what. Yeah, so this one, I put the search in here. Then I did 22,000 leads because there's 21k there, and then all it does is it runs the search. For like huge scrapes, it does take like an hour or two to get like 21k leads. But once it's done, you can export the CSV. And the good thing about this is it not only gives you the lead information, but actually gives you most of the emails as well. So when you take all this stuff into Clay, if you see, the emails are like already there, so you don't have to waste Clay credits to get the emails. That's why it's insane. So what you do is you export the CSV for as many fields as you want. So you can do organization name, organization URL, emails, phone numbers. Sometimes you can get automatically, company names, headline text, so the headline text and LinkedIn bios. You can further analyze and qualify job titles, obviously. And what you want to do is just want to put this all into Clay, because Clay is where we can enrich everything pretty easily. So what I do is I run an agency owner match score. So out of the 19,000 leads that are inputted, what I do is I've created a prompt that, actually, if I move this, I've created a prompt that finds the agency owners based on the headline text of these rows here. So, there's a bunch of sub niches in the agency niche. So, I've got it to score from 0 to 100. And, email, SMS, marketing, paid ads, call outreach, conversion services, CRO, automation, right? And we're looking, the AI is going to look for bios or headline text that match these sub niches, and it's going to give a score from 0 to 100. And it also has to be targeting, B2B industries, high ticket industries, e-commerce, software, consultants, coaches, online info products. So what it then does is, once you run this, make sure you connect your own API key with ChatGPT. It's pretty simple. You just go into open AI settings, and you just get your own API key and you connect it into Clay. You don't want to be using Clay credits because they're a bit expensive. So just connect GPT 4.1 mini. You can even do 4.0 mini if it's even cheaper. And it's like, to run per row, it's like, if we check, it's only, 0.00026. So for 90,000 rows, it's still only like $2 or whatever. So that's fine. And then what I do is it gets a match score from 0 to 100, and anyone that's over 70, that's a qualified lead. And so although there's not a huge ton, it's 890 extremely qualified leads. So if you're sending 100 emails a day, you can book 2 to 3 calls with these leads quite easily. And with cleaning up company names, you can also do AI prompt with that as well, which I've done in the next one. So once I've got all the work emails, I actually send them into a new CSV where all I do is I clean the company names to get rid of LLC and all those copyright, the ones that have owned their company name with the business that they run, so no one else can steal it. All those little symbols need to go. So that when some of you reach out to someone, you don't have those weird fields that makes it obvious that you're sending an automated email. So that's what I do with the company names. Again, extremely cheap per row. And then once I've done that, I just validate each of the emails, and we ended up getting 472 emails. Now, it's 472 because I recently ran a duplicate campaign I had to get rid of, but it would have been around 700, 800. And then all you do for a new scrape is, this is just United States, Canada. So you can do still Europe if you're targeting Europe, or you can also expand the keywords. And there's just unlimited leads you can keep adding from Apollo. And then all you do is you put them into instantly. And for a recent campaign we ran, positive reply rate, 36.8% from the actual reply rate, 32 opportunity to book, 17, 18 calls. So this works extremely well, and you only need Apollo, Apify, and Clay, and it's quite simple to run. If you guys want any more videos about Clay or any lead enrichment, it's pretty much the most important stuff right now when it comes to cold email, along with deliverability and text setup. Just making sure you're getting in the inbox and you've got really good leads, because then it's easy to test offers, scripts to book people into calendar. So if you guys want any more videos about anything like this for specific niches, just let me know in the comments. And if you guys like this one, I guess you can subscribe as well. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.